Coach, what did you say to your team at halftime? Get it, Bill.
Not much. I mean, we're only down 5 against a really good team. There's going to be ebbs and flows in the games like this against teams of that caliber. We started out really well. Then I thought we just hung on, in the second quarter. Then I felt like we walked the game down in the second half. Just a lot of veteran people doing small things to win a game. It's that's how you win tough games on the road. It's not about. I love there's no stat sheet because I hate talking about stats. Like we just did what you had to do to win the game. Competed defensively, moved the ball offensively, executed late on both ends, and that leads to a really good win.
And you did it obviously with 2 starters out, but different guys. I mean, Spencer came in there, Bruce Brown played a lot of minutes, and it seemed like you just moving pieces till they work.
Yeah, and I give those guys credit to never have scripted together offensively. Defensively, you can get away with it. You can switch. You can try different things. We cross-matched Nikola, played a little zone. But it's tough for a team a group of guys that never played together to do it on the other end offensively. I thought they did good enough. They spaced the court correctly, played through Nikola. Great screening night from all those guys to get him a tight catch on the block to make them make a decision if they wanted to double or not. Then obviously bringing Tim back in the way he shot the ball, and he's such a threat. So yeah, a bunch of great performances and small doses. Valanciunas in the fourth quarter to start the fourth was incredible. Physicality, offensive rebounding, just using his size. And again, I take the guy out after playing well again, and there's nothing. He's excited. He just wants to win the game. So it was just a good team win.
It seemed like, and I don't remember, it was the second minute game, the Clipper game, the second time around, the second unit really was heads and tails better or different.
Yeah, and also I think from the first half to the second half, we had to make different decisions on the rotation, and sometimes when Gobert got in foul trouble or there's different kinds of lineups out there and you run guys too long, you put yourself in a tough spot. I thought the second half we did a much better job of putting combinations that made sense to at least compete with them physically. So yeah, I'm proud of the guys. There's so many guys stepped up. It was fun to watch.
What does it say about the maturity of this team that they're able to win a game like this? Is physical with all the runs?
Yeah, that's how we've been the whole season. I haven't seen a lot of highs and lows with us. We lose that crazy game in Golden State. Our 2 losses were insane games. And the next day, watching film for the next game, we came back. There was absolutely zero residual effect, from that last game. We just played. And my favorite part of this team has just been so far has been win streaks or whatever, just live by the week. How'd your week go? And then talk about it at the end of the week. And so we had a good week on the road. We had a good week at home the week before. And now we get this crazy staggered schedule. And now we have to figure out how to handle that. So you really have to look at it that way. You have to look at it in the micro to get through these seasons correctly. And these guys have done that so far.
I talked about what you said before, but to be able to go put Nikola down, at the start of the second quarter, and then you see, your second unit or with Jamal and everyone just get the lead back and just play with having things not fall apart. Just what kind of a luxury is that right now, or just with the way this group is playing?
Yeah, it is. And especially just to help our main people not get run into the ground. It's sometimes being a -1 is fine. When a group is out there, if your starters can come back and feel good and have energy because they're going to be in the plus most nights. But this bench unit has had nights where they are in the plus, and then you really blow people out. But it's a luxury. It's a fun group to coach, to have veteran players to step up, to have a guy like Spencer step in with the veteran group, a guy that hasn't played that many games and just kind of fit right in seamlessly. And then to know that you can go to Jalen, you can go to Zeke, and these guys will step in and they'll play hard and they'll do what they have to do to win a game. That's what this is all about. We're just trying to win the game we're playing that particular night, and then we'll move on from there.
Coach, you mentioned that a lot of different guys are regarding Ant. How did you think your rotation did on him? They don't have the stat sheet, but he was having trouble getting shots off and shooting efficiently.
I thought the point of attack, I thought Peyton and Spencer competed. And that's all you can do against a player that good. I did think Peyton's length, he did a great job using what he naturally has. And I thought our team defense shrinking behind it wasn't perfect all the time. But you at least try to affect him a little bit. And the guy, look, he's a player that will miss shots in this game that he won't miss in the next game. He's that kind of talent. He's going to get the shot he wants off, but just compete with him. Be honest about what you're trying to accomplish. Peyton was great at that. He didn't get frustrated. He just, stayed in his lane defensively. Spence was good. And like I said, I thought our team defense as the game wore on was better, showing him more body, showing our numbers, doing the things that you can control, because some of the things that he does is out of your control. But tonight we did a good job with the team defense.
How is Hardaway just fit in with this group and just giving you shot making and just everything?
Yeah, I think he, like a lot of these guys, is just in a good flow mentally. Like he knows how to play basketball. I've said this before. With us, if you're a guy that, you go to Saturday morning and you go hoop with your friends, our team's fun to play pickup with. And Tim's a guy you'd like to play pickup basketball with. He knows how to play. He can shoot. He competes. He knows team defense schemes well. He's a vet. He's been through all the things, ups and downs, success and failure. So those kind of guys, they fit right in with a group that's had so many, crazy moments of great positivity and negativity. So to bring in those veteran guys like him, like Jonas, Cam, what he saw in Phoenix. They fit in seamlessly so far.
Is it kind of fun with that core that's been here so long now to merge in, to not just different players, but different personalities? They've all the guys you've had this year are unique, different personalities from this team.
Yeah, and that's why I think the most underrated thing about our team is our three guys, our three leaders, because you got a guy from Serbia, you got a guy from Canada, you got a guy from the West Coast, and they're all completely different, and they're all really cool people, and they're so inviting in that locker room. And just because they're not screaming and yelling and telling you that they're great leaders, they are. And guys like to play with them because they play the right way, but they're also kind of cool to hang out with off the court too. So we have a good thing going in there.
One more. We're good.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Adelman has a good thing going. He's got this team rolling 7 in a row. Back home Monday night. We're back after this timeout. Nuggets beat the Wolves in Mini, 123-112. Joker doing the Joker thing, the P-Watt as he runs the court.
Yeah.
The ball was in and out of his hands, Dems.
That's right. And Peyton Watson doing the right thing. If you're not cherry picking, you're not trying.
By the way, from the stats we could cobble together, P-Watt finished with 10 points. Here's another great dish to Hardaway Jr. Every Nugget starter finished in double digits, despite the fact 2 starters were not playing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of balance. This is it's just such a deep basketball team and a smart basketball team. And they're led by a coach who really is wise. I mean, if you just listen to his, we just played you his press conference, and listen, I've done this for 30 years. I've countless,
it shows.
Literally hundreds of press conferences in my life. And this coach has something interesting and insightful to say. You learn things. It's just very. I love David Adelman to death. I do.
Nikola Jokic, another triple-double tonight as the Nuggets outlast the T-Wolves in their gym. 123-112. Thanks for watching on KTVD. We're back with more on Altitude Sports, so turn it there if you're in the Denver market. Do you remember this scene at the end of the game? Bruce Braun walking off the court, but not without giving our Katie Wingy a hug. Of course, Katie, as you may or may not know, lost her father tragically in an accident a couple weeks ago, and this was her first game back. We're so happy to have her with us again, and Bruce makes it known that the entire organization cares. So that is some cool stuff right there. Bruce,
really cool stuff.
He's a class dude. All right, the Nuggets move on. They cap off that 3-game road trip. They won all 3 with the most glorious of wins tonight in Minneapolis. The path to victory, presented by Pathwater, exclusive water partner of the Denver Nuggets. Again, weird schedule, as Coach Adelman pointed to. You're back home for 1 against the Bulls on Monday, then back on the road for 2 more, then back home, and then back on the road. Mm-hmm. And you got a back-to-back there with the Rockets and Kings.
One good thing is that Pelican and Rocket, those are 2 cities that are pretty close together. So you can get from one to the other pretty good. But chance to win some more, Dems. There's winnable games on that block of 5.
Yeah, there really are. I mean, I'm looking straight at you, Pelicans, who fired their coach today. I'm looking straight at you, Kings, who can't get it together. And to a lesser extent, I'm also looking at you, Grizzlies, who Ja Morant left after 6 minutes in today's game. So you have teams that have multiple issues. What this Nuggets team has shown us so far early in this season, it really doesn't matter if you have issues or don't have issues. They come with the same mindset every single game. They execute to whatever the best of their ability is that night. And what that has really netted was 12-point lead in every single game, and you have closed out 10 out of those 12 games.
All right. We know a lot of you use those betting apps, but we don't want to give you unofficial stats, so we won't.
Nope.
I can tell you that Nikola Jokic had a triple-double. We just don't have the official
22-13.
That's what you assume. I can tell you officially that the Denver Nuggets won a game, and they're now 10-2, and they've won 7 in a row, and they've beaten the T-Wolves twice in a month in Minneapolis. I can tell you all that.
And I'm still taller than you.
Well, I hope you are. You're a former NBA player. You want to race? Let's race.
Let's go.
We'll see you guys Monday night, Ball Arena. The Bulls come to town. Demps, you want some of this? Or?
Yeah.